what's up, man?
So I'm waiting for you. But it's showing live, yo. It's telling me that you're live.
Okay. So I think we're live.
Hello.
Yes, we
Can
can hear
we
you.
proceed? I'm waiting.
Okay. Yes, we proceed. We can proceed right now.
Okay.
So, welcome everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from. Yes, this is Start a Tech Career 2015 Day 4. And if you are just joining us now, today we're going to be talking about AI automation and cyber security. Okay. If you're on Facebook right now, kindly use the link in the description to go to YouTube. Okay, we're sorry you cannot participate fully if you're on Facebook right now. So kindly go to YouTube with the link I provided. Okay. So far so good. We've talked about a lot of things since the day one, how you can start a tech career. We talk about different career paths, that the fields that you can take. And today we're going to be talking about some of the most trending and the most sought for IT fields, tech fields today, which is AI automation and cyber security. And with me currently in the studio is my boss, someone I look up to. Is a mentor, though he wouldn't
Boy,
know that he has
it's fine.
mentored me in many different ways. Yeah. And a CEO of G Soft. Okay, is the person of Mr. Gift Edegwari. So, boss, you're welcome. Hello, boss, can you hear
Thank
me?
you very much.
Okay,
Thank you for having me.
okay. So, boss, you just give us a few minutes. Let's direct those people because I had issues since I started this event. I had issues with my Facebook due to some policies violation. I don't know. So I couldn't actually
Oh,
connect my Facebook to the stream. So what I normally do
but
is
my Facebook is going.
yes, yes. There's something I did when I started. So that's what
Okay.
actually violated the whole thing. Okay. So just give me a few seconds. Okay, so um, today we'll be talking about starting a career in AI. Someone that wants to do AI, and when we talk about starting a career in a particular tech field, it can be someone that is very very new to tech. It can be someone that is already in tech that wants to maybe transition into another field. Okay, so we would like to know before we talk about everything about AI. We like to know the introduction, what is all about first before we dive deeper into it. Can you guys hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear
Are
me?
you talking to me? Okay, yes, yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
You
Can
say
you?
what? Sorry, you're breaking.
Okay. What I was saying is, for someone coming into tech and the person wants to go into AI automation. Okay. Now, what are the things? Okay, that like the introduction first, because someone will want to know what AI is, what AI automation is. Okay, so we want to know like an
Okay,
introductory concept. This whole thing is all about.
okay. Thank you so very much. Okay, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a privilege to be here with you to be able to impact lives. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. Okay, like you rightly said, I'm Mr. Gift Edegwari, CEO of GSoft Interactive Systems Limited. Um, Talking about AI, like the word term AI simply means artificial intelligence. That's what it means. So AI in this point is helps to automate tasks that you normally do before. Let me give you an example. Maybe social media marketing, AI can automate it for you. Um, pro- Creating documents in your office, AI can automate it for you. Most of the things that secretary AI can be your secretary, AI can be your programmer, AI can be your business manager, AI can be your personal assistant. So there's a lot of things that you can achieve with AI, even in this age. So it's nice and wonderful that we that are in this current age should take advantage of this opportunity instead of to just sit down and just let things pass you by. So take advantage of this opportunity. So I think I've given you the brief introduction.
Okay. Thank you very much. I don't know. At a point, I think it was breaking. So I don't know if
Okay.
the audience got it very clearly.
Let me repeat myself now. Can I repeat
Yes.
myself? Okay, like
Okay.
I say AI stands for artificial intelligence. With AI, it helps you to perform repetitive task. AI can be your secretary. AI can be your
Okay.
personal assistant. Can be your business manager. It can be your own personal coder and developer. There's a lot you can achieve with AI. A lot. It's like
Okay.
having it's like having 20 other brains with you at your beck and call. It's like having 20 other brains with you at your beck and call. There's almost nothing that cannot be achieved. No, I will share you this. I will, by the end of this class, just try and stay to the end. I will share a site that I did. It's a website I did in just, that website didn't take me, okay, we're in a public space. I don't want to say much, but I can still call the amount. I can still call the amount, but I don't know how I'm going to put it. But anyway, the website, I charged 2 million for that website, 2 million naira. I did it with AI on my bed in less than 1 hour. So
Okay.
I'm going to show you how to build a website with AI. So
Wow.
I don't want me. I like practical. I don't like many drama, many talk. So I'm just waiting for you to.
Okay.
Eh,
Okay. No problem. Yeah. This thing you just said now actually uh, remind me of a question we had yesterday in our yesterday section
okay,
where we were
okay,
talking about development. Somebody asked the question like. Is it appropriate to use AI? When you are trying to learn how to code to fasten your development, is it really appropriate? Now, you being an AI expert, okay, I also
yes,
want to know your view in this. Like,
okay, okay,
if I am a newbie coming into tech and I'm learning a particular programming language, or I'm learning a particular tool and how to do something, is it really advisable for me to use AI, or must it be that I will get to a certain level, I'll have a certain level of experience before I start using AI?
okay. Thank you for that question. First of all, I can answer that question in two ways. The first answer I'm going to give is um, if you are learning program, you can't really go and start using AI because you don't know. You cannot really interact with AI because the AI is like a senior developer with you. It's like having access to a senior developer. The senior developer, you people cannot relate because you don't really know the thing. So the best thing for you to do is to learn, at least you have to learn to an extent. Just if mine now AI tell you, okay, AI tell you now say, create a config.php, you are confused, you don't know what it is. Create a config file, you don't know. AI say, okay, to work on the PHP, check your PHP version, change it from version 8.4 to 7.4. You don't know it. You can't. So you just have to learn to an extent. AI just like Destiny. If you remember Stack Overflow, just like when we are learning, we have issues, go to Google, go to Stack Overflow, we try to help ourselves. Now AI is like you have your own personal Stack Overflow with you that understands you, know your name, know everything about you, knows everything
Okay.
about you. So you have your own senior. It's just like you now, a very good developer. You may not have time for people to always call you, but it's like having 20 Destiny with you. Your problem, you don't have a problem for this life again. Now your problem is solved. Like having
Okay.
20 of this Destiny with you. No, your problem is solved.
Okay.
So that's actually I'm just giving you in simple, easy to understand term that way a market woman can understand it.
Okay. So, like what you said, for what you said, actually that same opinion I had with
Yeah.
my guest yesterday. Okay, because normally it's good to hear from different angles, especially you
Yes,
that is
yes,
into AI, you understand? Because our own opinion yesterday was, as a learner, as far as you are learning, AI is going to help you generate some code and the rest. So, and
yes, yes.
those code, you might not really understand what they are meant for or how
True,
they.
true.
But for a senior developer, if you already know what you're doing, you just
Mm.
make use of it, like, to fasten the process, especially when you have deadlines to meet. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So we want you to, go into it more. At least we want to know everything about this AI,
Okay.
especially how to go about it, the tools that we can use, then the benefit of it. So we want you to go all full into this whole thing, go deep into it, and tell us everything we need to know about this AI automation.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I should just share my screen. I have a,
Okay.
s- a simple, a very short slide. I would like to. Can you see it? Is it clear enough? Is
Yes.
it
Let me.
big enough?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I just want to present on how to take full advantage of AI automation for
Okay.
the massive growth of your business in 2025. I'm not going to First of all, it's going to be short. How many minutes do I have? I'm not going to take much of your time anyway. But how many minutes
Yes,
do I have?
you can take up to, you have about 30 minutes more.
Okay, that's not much. I was actually looking at 20 minutes. That's much. Okay, no
No
problem.
problem.
Uh,
You can
so,
use 20 so that we can take questions, if any.
okay. So, how to take full advantage of AI for the massive growth of your business in 2025. Then also, if you don't have a business currently, if you don't have a business, how you can also start one. How you can also start one this 2025. So there's a revolution in business currently. AI is transforming industries, in the finance department, even in the healthcare, even in marketing. A lot of things are happening. A lot is going on behind the scene. Businesses that take advantage of AI are seeing increase in efficiency, increase in productivity, and also increase in profits. So this 2025 is the year of full AI integration. You're right, you're going to take full AI integration. I'm going to just talk about some areas for business growth. You can, like I said earlier, I don't know if people have joined when we started. There's business process automation. You can take advantage of AI. Then you can also take advantage of AI powered chatbots and virtual assistants. I don't know, Destiny, if you have another, there will be no time for me to. I would like to do a demonstration on how to create a chatbot. But anyway, let me just focus on AI. There will be no time for that. Maybe if we have
This
another class, maybe if we have another class,
we
we will
might
do that.
all have time. Just finish what we're doing.
Okay, okay. Then
Yes.
there's a predictive analytics and data insights. So with AI, you can get smarter decision making. Yes. Then your marketing, AI-driven marketing and personalization. You can now begin to have higher conversion rates in your ads if you know about running adverts. If you have ideas on running adverts, you can now begin to get better conversion rates. Then there's also AI in sales and lead generation. With AI, you can target high valued customers. There's AI in robotics. For example, Amazon, Tesla, Netflix, small business are taking advantage of AI to boost revenue and efficiency. Okay, first of all, identify. I'm not to talk about how to implement AI automation in your business. Identify areas that need automation. Identify areas that need automation. If you are into email marketing, if you know about email, AI can be writing your emails for you. And I don't mean we are going to do a demonstration anyway. We're going to do a demonstration. Choose the right. Let me just go through this. I will do small demonstration before I hand it over to Destiny. Choose the right
Okay.
AI tools. Choose the right AI tools and platforms. There are so many AI tools and platforms. So many. I know you are hearing very many AI. Let me just list for you. We have ChatGPT, or who you can get from chatgpt.com. We have Claude.ai. We have Claude.ai, www.claude.ai. I think I'll be doing most of my examples from there. Then we have Meta.ai. That's owned by Mark Zuckerberg. Meta.ai. So you can visit the website if you don't know it already. Meta.ai, you log into your Facebook account. Then we have Gemini, Google Gemini, Gemini.google.com. Okay, let me continue. Like start with low cost AI solutions. Don't be like people that say, this AI, you now go to ChatGPT.com, you now see that they say $20, $20, I beg oh, $20 is much oh, oh. No, start from where you are. Okay. One of my boss is here. He said I should put the slide in presentation mode. Thank you, Mr. Paulo Joe, CEO of Project Connect. Thank you for connecting from the US. Thank you, sir. Okay, let me do that. Let me put the slide in. I was thinking if I put it in a project mode, it will leave the presentation. Let me do that. I hope it will not leave the presentation. Sorry. Okay. Is it better now?
Yeah, yeah, it's good.
Ah, that correction was from my boss from the US. Okay. Let me fast forward to where I was. Okay, like I said, I was there, I was in this thought. I said start with low cost AI solutions. Don't go and say I don't have $20 to pay ChatGPT. I don't have $20 to pay Claude AI. The thing is Meta.ai is free. Meta.ai is free. You also have AI on your WhatsApp now, on your Instagram. But I like using Meta.ai because it's I think that's on your system, it's like seriousness, not you're on WhatsApp with your phone. Um, no, not that one. When you're on www.meta.ai, it gives you that serious mood. You know that you are in for serious business. You know, so that one is free. So you don't have any excuse. Integrate your AI with your existing systems. Continuously optimize and adapt to it. You may not learn it. You don't expect yourself to just get it in one day. Everyone is still learning. Even me, I'm still learning. We're all still learning every day. So it's a continuous learning process. You understand? A continuous learning process. Okay, I will just talk about some must-have AI tools. Okay, like what I wrote down, I wrote marketing. We have ChatGPT, we have Jasper AI, we have Copy.ai, we have Claude.ai. Yeah, but let me also point out here that with ChatGPT, you can do a whole lot. You can do a whole lot. With Claude.ai, you can do a whole lot of things. Like, I'm going to give you an example. Um, I don't know. I like practical. Let me stop the presentation so I'll just show you. Okay, don't, okay. Let me just run through. Let me just run through. Customer
Yeah.
support. Customer support. You can create chatbots. You can use chatbot. There are so many you can use. There's intercom. There's Drift. There's fresh chat. By now, if you are many of you, if you are not a developer, you might not really look. You might not really look at what most of all these companies are doing. Many of them are using intercom. I can call some companies that are using intercom, even in this Nigeria, in abroad, everywhere they're using intercom. Intercom helps to, it's more like an AI support, AI chat support. You can go there. I think they are, though it's expensive, I think it's $9. So you can go there and use it. Many of these companies use it, many of these fintechs, that's what they use for their customer, that's what they use for their customer care. You can with intercom, you can create a knowledge base for your business such that um okay in fact such that even if your customer is having an issue, customer can interact with that intercom and it will give the customer a solution just within your business, concerning your business. So there's a lot it can do for you. So you can take advantage of that. You can take advantage of Drift, you can take advantage of Fresh Chat. These are customer support chatbots. Then for data and analytics, you can use Google AI, you can use Tableau, you can use Power BI. So for data and analytics, I use Google AI a lot. Then for sales and lead generation, HubSpot is a very, very important tool you can also use. You can just pen down these two, you can just pen them down so that later you take a look at them. Then for automation, Zapier, you can use Zapier for Zapier is very popular for automation and very easy to use. Very easy to use. Um,
Okay.
yes.
Continue.
So like I said, overcoming AI implementation challenges. Some people will say cost is an issue. I already answered that. It is not cost. Meta.ai is free. You can use it to do a lot of things. Then overcome that resistance to change. Resistance to change. Educate and train employees. Don't be that person that you say, I better leave that thing, this AI thing. Maybe I must, so I'm used to this thing. I must go through that suffer. No, I must. You can't start say you want to start keep using 504 when there's a when there are Benz, when there are a lot of more luxurious cars available. You say no, hey, no, in the olden days 504 is the no. So change your mindset, especially I will talk to developers especially. They like to they say they must suffer. No, it's not by this. It's all about getting results. It's all about being productive. The whole essence of this whole AI discussion is all about helping you achieve your results for lesser work. In fact, if you don't get anything at all, even if it's only what you're going to get, just get this. This whole AI discussion we're having is all about helping you achieve more for less. It's all about helping you take advantage of technology to achieve more. Take advantage of technology to achieve more. Just like if destiny permits, I can use AI to build a website for you. While we're here, if you build the website for me, I will host it. You understand? So I will not say because we learned about websites since 2010, we've been building, we've been coding, so we hold down to do that this thing that I will never let you go. No, the that urge to be a that your I don't even know the word I've used. You know what I'm trying? That urge to be an African man. This is who I am now. So this is who I am. No, you have to kill that urge. You have to
Okay,
adapt.
of course,
You know what I'm trying to say. Then
of
integration
course.
issues. Choose compatible AI solutions. Don't say it's not compatible with my whatever. It's not in line with the pattern that I used to use. No, try to choose what is compatible with what you are doing. You understand? For example, you are if you are I don't know why. Okay, maybe because I'm a developer, also that's why I'm always using websites. Maybe you are a developer with WordPress. Maybe you use WordPress. Whatever things you are doing should be in line with that WordPress. If you use a PHP, whatever you are doing should be in line with your PHP. You understand? If you use Node.js, whatever, so just like that. The ethical concerns ensure transparency and compliance. Yes, ensure compliance. Very, very key. So, future of AI in business. AI and Internet of Things integration is very important. AI powered hyper personalization, autonomous AI agents in business. Then the rise of no code AI solutions. There are so many. The rise of no code AI solutions. I can call one for you. What's this name? This is free knowledge for you out there, especially if you want to enter app development. Um,
Co- yeah. You want
uh,
to talk about Copilot?
not Copilot. Copilot is
Okay.
Microsoft
Yeah,
AI.
Microsoft
Microsoft.
have Copilot. I think GitHub also have Copilot, which are
Yes,
also
yes, Microsoft.
AI solution.
Yes,
GitHub,
exactly.
the AI solution is mainly for coding, but I think it's free for students, but
Yes,
paid for enterprise.
yes. Beautiful. That's nice. So what I want to talk about is Codula. That's the name. Codula.
Yeah,
It's a simple. Okay, you've heard about it, have you?
yeah,
Just a drag and drop, no code builder. Within a few minutes, few days, you develop an app that should have taken developers 3 months to do. You can do it within a week. So just to don't be resistant to change. Open, adapt, change, learn more. The more you learn, the more you increase. The more you get done. Very, very important. So there are some actionable steps you can take. Don't let first of all, don't let the information over. Don't let the information overwhelm you. Identify one business function to automate every day. Test AI tools for efficiency. Train your team on AI adoption. track AI performance and optimization. Let me give an example. Like when we entered this, of course, we have been using AI, we have used AI, but when we entered this year, we said, I want to take AI to another level. We've not even started in our business. We started seeing like tremendous growth. Okay, I can, for example, with respect to our social media at Jesus Interactive, we already have posts scheduled, post scheduled from now till the end of the month. Tomorrow we don't need to do anything. By 8 a.m. our post will just enter Facebook. Everything because we are going to use AI to streamline things. There's so many things that we're doing, so many. Tomorrow, all social media networks will receive our posts, all without doing anything. So there's a lot. You can just take advantage of this thing for your business. You want to enter into an agreement, you can AI can draft it for you. You don't have to start thinking your okay, me and you. No, no, no. AI can draft everything for you. So test
Okay.
AI tools for efficiency, train your team, track AI performance, and optimize. Okay, let me just conclude this part before I do a presentation. Before I do like a practical, AI is no longer optional. It's essential for growth. It's essential. Business that embraces AI will dominate in 2025. So the question is, will you be among those people that will dominate this year? So the best thing for you to take action now. Take action now. Okay, so
Okay.
I want to do a little, I want to do a
Okay. So
little, so,
while you prepare the demonstration, if you are on Facebook, you're watching us on Facebook right now, you can simply click on the link I provided to join us on YouTube. Okay, because you cannot participate on Facebook. I'm sorry about that. So you can join us on YouTube. If you're watching us from Instagram, you can participate. If you're watching us on LinkedIn, you can also participate. Okay. So, Mr. Gift, you can continue with your demonstration.
okay.
So if you have any question too, you can just drop it on the
I
comment
was trying to
section and
reply,
take care of the question. So continue, please. Sorry.
somebody on Facebook. Sorry. Okay, let me continue. Okay. So now I'll be using one of the AI tool I talked about, Claude.ai. Have you seen it? Claude.ai, CLAUD.ai. So all you have to do is to go there, you go to Claude.ai, you create an account, go to Claude.ai, you create an account, then it's free. There's a free plan. Actually, you can see I'm using the free plan right now. You see there, there's a free plan which you can use. So I'm going to do some just few presentations for you to see how what and what you can do with this. So is it or does anybody want us to do something? Does anybody in the audience want us to do something? So let me see so that we make it more interactive. So let me just do what I plan to do before. Does anybody have anything you'd like
Okay.
us to work?
Any question, you have anything at all, you can simply drop it on the comment section on YouTube. So if you're on Facebook, kindly switch to YouTube right now. Okay.
Okay, let me just proceed. You can see there's a lot you can do. There's so much you can do. Okay, for example, okay, what is So you can are you seeing some magic that is happening? I just told Claude, I said, get me a fintech idea that will work very seamlessly in Nigeria. He just gave me an idea. Idea A, market money. Platform that combines digital payment with inventory management for market. Can you see that market fit? Would you like me to elaborate on any aspect of this idea or explore that fintech solution for Nigeria? Okay, let me try. Let's no let's just I just want to jot I'm just trying to jot your brain. Try to jot your brain. Just like when we had Google. So we see have Google. I see when we had I see Google is gone. Just like people don't know how to use Google. People don't know how to use Google. There's a lot you can do with Google. Even more you can do with AI. There's a lot. You need to know the right thing, the right keyword. Okay, for example, just what I want to give an hotel website with the functionality. That's, um, are you seeing what's going on? It's writing the code for me. It's writing the code for me. It's writing the code that is smiling. It's writing the code for me. It's generating the website. Are you seeing what's going on? Most of us have the idea, but we've not really like put it to work. You can see this button. This down. What I can do, I can download this file from here and go and upload it to my this. I can still tell it to edit it. If there's any area I don't like, I want to change the color. It's all about telling it what you want. Okay, that's that. I'm just trying to touch different areas. Okay, now create social media posts for my um, for for Destiny and Programmer City. Mhm. 7 days. Are you seeing it? They are giving the 7 days calendar. Date, destiny, everything, programmer city, blah 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 blah.
Okay. So, the trying to wrap up now. What we would like to
Yes,
know
yes.
here? Can you still hear me?
I'm with you.
Okay, sir. Okay. What we'd like to know here now is from the illustration and the demonstration you're doing is
Mm.
how we can leverage on the power of AI to
Yes,
solve everyday problem.
exactly, exactly.
From first day of this event, we've talked about if you are coming into tech, you should know that you want to solve a problem. So, and if you are into tech, you're not solving a problem, that means you have not started doing something tangible in tech. Okay. So, and what
I
you
agree.
showed us so far is leveraging the power of AI to solve some problems that normally it would take us more time to solve, but using AI tools, we can be able to do those things. Okay, so the
Yes.
question I would like you to wrap up with would be for someone coming into this AI thing. Is it like it can't do it as a career as a career itself, or use it with a career? I don't know if you understand my question. Like,
Yes.
is it career or on its own, or it must be used in different areas? Because this whole thing is all about starting a career in tech. So is it a career on its
Yes.
own that someone can say go into and do only AI stuff, or you must choose a particular field, then leverage the power of AI to work on that particular field that you choose?
Okay. Thank you. What I would say is a career on its own. There's actually a
Okay.
career called AI automation experts. You can become an AI automation expert whether you help business. I can even as an AI automation expert, I can go to maybe programmer city or any business. I can go to First Bank and tell them, I want to automate their system, maybe automate their social media or automate their bookkeeping process. There's a lot you can do. So
Okay.
it can also be like a business owner. So you can also be an AI influencer, AI automation
Okay.
expert. You're also an AI influencer. Then please allow me to say this one. You can also have an AI YouTube channel. I've created
Okay.
one already. Created one already. Your face don't need to show. I use AI to create children cartoons and
Wow.
uploading on YouTube. It's being uploaded on YouTube. That
That
one is for another day class.
that is the
That one is
part
for
I will even learn. Me
okay.
personally.
Okay. So with that, you can start generating money for YouTube. You can start generating money in YouTube. So
Okay.
there's a lot you can do. Like I want like in the I wanted to do something in the presentation just now. Like I can you can your the AI can be your logo designer. I can say okay, do a new logo for program city. Let's let it what's your best color that time? There's a shade is blue.
Blue, yeah.
Okay, let it be blue because our boss loves blue. Proceed. You can see program.
Okay.
So there's a lot you can do. You can be your graphic designer. It can be anything. There's just so much you can do.
Okay. So thank you very, very much for the presentation, Mr. Gift. If you are just joining us, we've been talking with Mr. Gift, the CEO of GSoft Interact, my boss and my mentor. He's one of the first person that so gave me this flair. Though I already have this passion for tech, but he is one of the person that gave me that spirit to always move on. Don't see obstacles. Like we've been saying, beginning of this program, there are a lot of things that might want to hinder you, that can even hinder you. But once that passion is not there, you find out that you can go off track, and at the end of the day, you find out that what you actually wanted to do in tech, you cannot really do it. You understand? So, and our history go way back in the early 2000, early 2010s, when I met him in the Uniport, and he
Yes.
actually did not do a computer related course in his institution, but he's even
Microbiology.
he did microbiology, but he's even better than most people that did IT related course, and that is one of the things that pushed me harder. That if someone from another field can come and be very very good in our field, then what am I doing? You understand? So that's why I say he's my mentor, and he wouldn't understand. So, but today now you understand why. Thank you very much for having me. And also, currently I have that my boss is a lecturer in the Federal Polytechnic Naked and also a cybersecurity expert. Okay, he's the person of engineer Akachi Okoro and is with us on this live right now. Sir, you're welcome, sir.
Good
Can
evening.
you? Good evening, sir.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Okay.
Yes, we can hear.
I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. It's a privilege to have you on this live. Okay, so this is a Start a Tech
Okay.
Career 2025, and this event is organized to help people that want to start a tech in career to expose a lot of things in different tech fields so that when they want to start, they will know that, okay, these are the things I will learn, these are the things that I will face, the challenges I will face, how to overcome them. Okay. So we want you to tell us based on your field. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Hello,
you.
sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Am I
Okay.
audible enough? Hello.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Hello. Okay. Yeah,
Yes, I
you are
can.
clear. You're clear. I
Yes.
can hear you.
Okay. So, Mr. Gift, you stay with us for a bit. You stay with us for a bit in case of any question. Okay. So, in the next 5 to 10 minutes, while Engineer Akachi introduce cybersecurity, okay, you stay with us so that in case we have any question regarding what you just spoke about, we can actually entertain those questions. Okay. So, so you can proceed. Tell us, introduce cybersecurity is all about to us.
Okay. Good evening, all. I'm happy to be
Good
here. Um, yes, Mr. Gift. I listened to some of the things you said, and I'm really very happy. IT is interrelated generally. IT is interrelated, and we are coming to a point where, in fact, we are at the point where IT has converged. Where, yes, you might say you're doing AI, but you discover that you need experience in other fields in IT to consolidate whatever knowledge you have in the field you are pursuing. And cybersecurity, in fact, is the topping of every other aspect of IT. Because like Mr. Destiny said, if you are doing IT and you're not producing anything, or you're not being useful, or you're not generating a service, you have not started being useful in IT. So what cybersecurity tends to do is to protect network, the facility, and the services that are being hosted on the network. Let me start this way. If I'm living alone in a compound, I have a compound on my own, I might not need to be locking all my rooms. But if I'm living in a shared apartment where we have a 3 bedroom flat and we are three sharing it, every time I'm leaving, I must ensure that I lock my room, hide away my precious or expensive gadgets. So the essence of cybersecurity is because of network, and the essence of network is sharing of files and resources. When I mean resources, we share hardwares, we share. In fact, these days we are talking about storage area networks. We're talking about the cloud. In cloud, we're talking about infrastructure as a service, platform as a service. All these things we are creating with IT. somebody needs to ensure that they are secured, that the processes are streamlined. Okay, we used to talk about DevOps, for instance. The latest one now is DevSecOps. Those days, developers used to be on their own, then operations used to be on their own. But there's a problem when developers develop, those in operation are testing it, and they'll be like criticizing developers, and developers will be like, you are not testing it the way you're supposed to test it. They're not let a signage DevOps. Now, when DevOps came up, they discovered that there's still a problem. There are loopholes, and what sealed that loophole was cybersecurity. It now led to DevSecOps. That is where we are today. And where the world is going today now is cloud, AI, cloud. All these things can't be secured if cybersecurity is not at play. So cybersecurity is just ensuring that computers, resources, and even personnel are protected to ensure CIA, that's what's called the CIA triad: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality is to ensure that only the personnel that needs to have access to that file or resource has access to it. It's confidential. There's also called need to know list. Even all over the world, the president of US, there are some things he doesn't need to know, that only the military needs to know. They say need to know list. So no matter who you are, if you are not on that list, you can't have access to that file or that information or that resource. That's confidentiality. Then integrity. Integrity is, we want to ensure that if you say this is yes, let it be yes. If it's nay, let it be nay. For instance, those days in the Roman Empire, when you send information, you put it in an envelope, or you close it up to ensure that it's coming from the king. They will pour a wax on it and use the king's signet to put a sign on that envelope. Whenever you see that signet, you know that this belongs to this king, or it belongs to this emperor, or it belongs to this senator. So that signet on it is the integrity. It gives places a vouch on that information that is coming from this source. Today we'll talk about digital signatures. They will tell you, when you're downloading drivers, don't download drivers that don't have digital signatures, because some of these drivers, if they are edited, you go to all these websites, download them free. You don't know that they've tweaked it. They created a loophole and they just give you free. The truth is that nothing is free. If whatever you're getting for free, you are the service, you are the payment. So they'll tell you, get your drivers from digitally signed. The digital signature must be proven. You get it now? So that's integrity. The digital signature. Hello, are you there? Okay. So the digital signature, yes, it's what places integrity on that service. We talk about two-factor authentication. There are websites today that they will tell you, as far as you're in Nigeria, you cannot access it. It's to improve integrity. Something happened when Woodbury and this other guy were arrested, and then FBI were like, okay, Apple, give us access to Woodbury's device. And Apple got like, we can't do it. What Apple sells is integrity. That's why you see everybody wants to use Apple, because you are sure, even if you misplace your device, the highest that happens is that the device will be wiped out. Nobody will have access to it. And Apple, like, we can't give you, because what we sell is actually integrity. And the last time we did that, Apple and not the last time we did that, we lost a number of our clients. So integrity is very, very important. Then the next one is availability. The truth is this: network services places a demand on network infrastructure. When I talk about network infrastructure, I mean every infrastructure is on the network, from the media, be it wireless, be it Bluetooth, be it your Cat5 cable or whatever. Network services places the demand on network devices. So whenever you are implementing security, remember, security is not an overload, is a payload on its own. With that security, we can actually run all our network infrastructure and services and devices. But for me to secure it, we are bringing up more load on that network infrastructure. So we will not say, okay, we want to implement security to the point where it becomes so rigorous and tight for people to access network services. So we have to implement security in such a way that network has to be available. Even if a company, okay, doesn't have security implemented, I want to implement it. For example, there's a a company I just worked for recently, and they were like, hey, how are we going to do it? We have to shut down for 3 days before we work. I said, no, you don't need to work, shut down. IT needs to be seamless. We do it in modules. What is the service that is more prevalent in your company that if you shut down, people can't do without it? What time of the day do you need it the most? That is why if you watch banks, they will tell you we are doing maintenance. What they're actually doing is updating their network infrastructure most time. They will not tell you if there is a vulnerability in the network app. They will not tell you because they tell people will capitalize on it. So most time, what apps are done on apps is actually updating of security infrastructure, security service. There's a loophole. Something has been found. We need to fix it. We will not just allow services to be out like that.
Okay.
We have to choose a time where demand for that service is least. That's why most times network services are updated, IT infrastructure are updated late at night. Even Cisco, sometimes Cisco will tell you they will choose a time that is they have world holiday, and you know that the infrastructure will not be needed much at that time. They not tell you planned updates, planned infrastructure updates. They will send mail over a period of time. The essence is so that their users can plan themselves. If there's an alternative they can have, they have the alternative so that their network infrastructure and devices and services will always be available. So you will not implement security in such a way that your network infrastructure will not be available. So that's just a brief introduction to what cybersecurity is. Cybersecurity is just protecting the cyberspace. Okay, and what we mean by cyberspace, we mean the users, the processes, and the technology. Okay, these are the three things that make up the cyberspace: the people, the process, and the technology. And all these three are important. I want to about cybersecurity is not only services. The most vulnerable part of the cybersecurity space is human being. There's what's called social engineering. Is human being. Human being it always poses as the weakest link because you can program, for example, I can enter into my router and do what you call access list control. With access list control, you go to bank most times, you see that during the working hours, they can access things like Facebook, TikTok, so that they can concentrate on their work without being distracted. So I can use access list control on my router to filter sites and services that a particular person cannot run. But if you go to the manager can access everything. But those cashiers will not be able to access something. That's call it access list control. Thank God for advancement in technology. There's what to call SDN, software dependent network, where network services now like routing and switching and access list control does not need to be done on the router. I don't need to have a physical router, but you can run them on software based. Okay, so we can when we do our access list control, as far as that condition is met, okay, you will be denied access to a particular site. That's the machines for you. Technologies and processes, we work as you pattern them according to how you program them. But human beings are not like that. Nobody has successfully programmed human being. Somebody that is efficient, maybe he just has a quarrel with the wife and comes to the office. Before you know, he starts misbehaving and he sees a flash on the ground and says, this flash is very, very wonderful. Once it's a robot, you program a robot that once you see a flash that is not your own, don't pick it. It will not pick it, but if it's human being, you go and pick it. Before you know, you put it inside the system and then creates a loophole, a backdoor. So we protect both personnel, we protect services, or protect processes, and they will protect technology. So if you want to enter into cybersecurity, the truth of hello.
Yes, yeah, we can hear you.
You hear me, Bob? Can I continue?
Yes, continue.
Okay. So if you want to enter into cybersecurity, you don't cybersecurity. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, if you are on Facebook right now, please use the link I provided there to us on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, you're missing out. Okay. So kindly join us on YouTube right now. Okay, to join in the conversation. Then if you have any questions, you can simply drop the question in the comment section. Okay. The comment section. Thank you. So continue, sir.
Okay, so if you want to start a career in cybersecurity, yes, you can come in as a fresher, but it's not always advisable because there are foundations that you need to lay. The good book says, if the foundation be faulty, what can the righteous do? The truth of the matter is this, let me tell you, you are as good as the foundation you lay. When you want to build a bungalow, you don't need to lay foundation. You don't need to just put small block around, just dig 1-2 feet, and you're good to go. But anytime you want to lay a foundation of skyscrapers, you must dig deep, dig down, and then lay 20 mm rods, 25 mm rods. If not, that building will collapse. Okay, so to enter cybersecurity, there are things you need to learn. Remember, I said it before when I started. Cybersecurity is a topping on all other aspect of IT. Any aspect of IT you name must need security. Every other aspect of IT you name must need security. That's why, in fact, cybersecurity are the police of the future. There is a course called digital citizenship. We are migrating citizenship. In fact, there is this crypto wallet. When you sign up, you create citizenship, you create an ID card. The ID card is unique to you on the whole Web3 platform. So citizenship is now shifting from just having a physical citizenship like you're a Nigerian or you're a Canadian. There is also what we call the digital citizenship. So in that digital space, in that digital world, cybersecurity will be the police. Cybersecurity personnel will be the police, controlling what happens and how they happen and what happens. So one of the basic foundation you need to have is networking, because without networking, we'll not be here talking about what we're talking about. Without networking, we'll not be talking about all this stuff. Networking is very, very important. So networking is one of the, in fact, it's the most important foundation. You want to do DevOps, you need the idea for networking. You want to do web design, you need the idea for networking. You want to do data science and engineering, you need the idea of networking. You want to do what do you call it, AI, you need the idea of networking. Prompt engineering, you need the idea of networking. So in networking, we talk about protocols, and the protocols you need to learn: HTTPS, HTTP, routing protocol, and all the rest of them. You need networking. You know, because networking is the connection of two or more systems to share files and resources. Because there may not be enough money to, for example, now talking about the cloud. You want to host a resource. For you to buy those infrastructure, get physical location. Now, there is also, apart from physical location, there's aspect of regulatory terms in your geographical location that might hinder you from doing such a thing. You just get those services or infrastructure over the cloud. So networking is at the root, at the hub, at the foundation of IT. So you need idea of basic networking. You need to understand basic networking: TCP, IP, DNS, firewall, routing and switching. Understand the OSI model, very, very important. Then you also need to master operating systems. They're what we call power users. Everybody uses operating system. You boot your laptop, but you go beyond that. Power users. Before the advent of cybersecurity, we actually started doing cybersecurity without knowing. I remember in 2000 when I started computer hardware. There's what we call batch file, batch programming. You go to Windows, you write a batch file. Normally, what we'll do, and I will not write a batch file where when I write it, I put it in my diskette, because then what we normally use is diskette. If I misplace my diskette and you steal it, you will introduce virus to your system and you wish you didn't steal that diskette. We'll just go to DOS, this your command prompt, write some batch file at echo up, do this. It says we'll not put it as auto run. Once you insert it, it will auto run. You not say you press 1 to play game. You go and press 1. That one you press, I will tell it, check the space, check the file size. If the file size is up to this, make triple copies. Before you know, your hard disk will get filled up. I will just say check every file starting with A. I just say starting with A asterisk dot asterisk. That's every file starting with A. Duplicate it 3 times. And once it takes up over your hard disk, you duplicate it, your hard disk will get filled. You don't even know what is happening. Except I come over. And so we've been doing these things. Another aspect of cybersecurity is also digital forensics, where somebody hacks into a system. When a cyber threat has occurred, we want to reverse engineer it, we want to trace what happened. That's the aspect of digital forensics. You get a hard disk that's been formatted. We can access that hard disk and tell you the history of that hard disk. Get a copy of everything that has happened on that hard disk, even if you have formatted it, even if you have, there are software, even if you have formatted it, even if you have partitioned it. I remember one time in school, one of our lecturers, computer hardware, he was teaching. I was not in class that day, and it was like, when you partition a hard disk, you can no longer recover anything. And then the student rose up and said, "Sir, no, it's possible to recover. That He was not giving reference to me that Akachi helped me to recover. Look at what happened. That in fact, when Akachi came and worked under my system, I discovered that the system they gave me as brand new was not brand new, because I recovered pictures of the first white man that used that hard disk. He could not believe it. If partition hard disk, so we started. So there are softwares. We recover things, and it was sometimes they come in that title somewhere in Owerri, like the computer hub of Owerri. They will call me like, there's problem. Somebody took a lawyer system and he wanted to work on it and he formatted it. And this is where the lawyer has all files, all case files. They assign the person and take him to state CID. They will just call me, I'll come over, what's the problem? I'll recover it. I'll do all those, reorganize the file, and the system will be recreated as if nothing happened. So there are tools, there are softwares. So the cybersecurity, field of cybersecurity is so dynamic, so creative, so lucrative. Okay, so there are many aspects of cybersecurity you can go to. So, but like for you to do on this, one of the things you need to master is your operating system, Linux and Windows. So there's what's called power users. For you to be a power user, you must learn your command line. Very, very important. There are things I want to do. If I want to hide it from normal person, I'll just go to command line. I'll create a folder, copy file from one location to the other. That you might not be able to. Do you know there are some files you want to copy in Windows because of the attributes that file has? Maybe it's a system or protected file, I cannot copy it. But when I go to command line through maybe through the command line, launch it as an administrator, I'll be able to put some commands. Instead of doing ordinary copy, I can say X copy, put some parameters to it, and I can copy files that normally you'll not be able to copy using Windows. I'll be able to do some things that you'll not be able to do as an ordinary graphic user. That's why they call them power users. So as a power user, you must master your command line. In Linux, we call it the bash, born again shell. So there are a lot of shells. So you need Linux, very, very important. Understand networking, understand operating system. Then programming in the Python, introductory Python. Python is important. You know, Python is very, very important. To have Python for data analytics. Even Python is very, very important in cloud. What Python does is automation. That's why Python is very, very important. You need automation in data analytics and science. You need automation in fact, if someone does finish teaching us about AI is automation. So that's why Python is and why Python is very important is that it's very simple. The language is just like C, but simpler. Something we can understand, close to the human language, so we can understand it. So Python, JavaScript, you know, JavaScript is very, very important in web. Those of us in web, you know, JavaScript is very, very important. JSON, so Java is very, very important. So even if we're not saying that you should learn these things and be a guru in it. No, they call it career path. You grow in it, but understand basically when you see a code, you should know that this is Python code. You should know what it does. Okay, you should be able to reverse engineer it. For example, if I tell you that this code does this and multiply it by 3, if you see that code, you should know what you should alter to multiply it by 10. So for basic reverse engineering, you should be able to see that code and know what this code is like, what it does. Okay, so you should be able, that's aspect of programming. So when you now get a job, your job cannot there are people that into cybersecurity that have not typed one line of code, but you should be able to understand basic coding. Python, very important. JavaScript, Python, very, very important. Then web security, the OWASP, top 10 vulnerability. Then Wireshark, Bob Suite. There are some softwares we'll be introduced into. So cybersecurity is very, very important. But if you want to come in, you need a foundation in networking and operating system. Very, very important. That's why when we are teaching cybersecurity, we'll ask you, do you have a fundamental background in maybe web design or network? If you say no, we incorporate it into your training skill. You cannot just jump into cybersecurity. We incorporate it into it. Even in cybersecurity, they'll teach you networking, but they will teach you like reminder, like you've already known it. Nobody will have time to start going to some deep stuff. Now bring the OSI model, dissect it, tell you how packet travel from the layer 1 down to presentation layer. They will not go that deep. But in networking, they will go that deep, dissect it, tell you how this does. You have somebody that has sockets. I'm going to talk about sockets, IP, MAC address, port number, sockets. You should be able to understand what these things are. Okay, socket is combination of IP address and the port number. Instead of just calling a system, you want to call an app on a system. You know, you use the API. When you use the API to call it from, you connect the app you are developing maybe to a service using through an API. You use the socket to call such services. So this is very, very important. Okay, so I think I don't want to overburden you with much terminologies. I think I should call it a break here, so we can take questions and for further clarifications. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, in case you're just joining us, we have Engineer Akachi Okoro with us talking about cybersecurity. And if you want to learn cybersecurity with us at Programmer City,
1 second, let
Engineer
me get it.
is our
Yes.
partner and facilitator in Programmer City. So, if you take a course with us in Programmer City, you'll be able to get more things from where this knowledge is coming from. Okay. And Mr. Gift, I think Mr. Gift is no longer with us. I think we have to join if we have a question for him. I don't know if you want to answer some questions. Okay. Now, if you have any questions for us, you can simply drop the uh, on the comment section. Okay. So thank you very much, sir. I think from everything you've said so far, uh, you've actually done justice to some of the questions that some people might want to ask, because from my experience so far as a trainer, I've gotten a lot of people. You know, these days when we talk about this internet space, there are lots of misinformation. And there are some people that will just see some kind of information like learn cybersecurity from zero knowledge. You don't need to have any knowledge. Just go into cybersecurity. In the next 5 days, you are an expert in cybersecurity. So some of them will come to me and like, okay, I want to learn cybersecurity. I think it's something that we just, learn in at a month, and we don't even need any basic knowledge on anything. So what you're trying to tell us now is for you to learn cybersecurity, you have to have a basic knowledge on networking, what's it called, operating systems.
Networking.
Is a plus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what I want to ask now is, what are the I know it's out there on the internet space that is very lucrative, but I want you to also touch the advantages of going into cybersecurity as as a tech career. What are the advantages of going into it?
Okay. Okay. The advantage of going to cybersecurity, like I said, one, you can never be out of job because cybersecurity touches every other aspect of IT. Is it AI? You need security. I'll give you an example. The hallmark of it is DevOps. Even when DevOps felt they could come together and come up with DevOps, they see it's what they need cybersecurity. That's DevSecOps. In cloud, where we're going to now, the world is going to cloud. Security is very important. There is a course I just finished with Google Cloud Cybersecurity, incorporating security into cloud. It's very, very important. It's in AI. You know, one of the fears we have with AI is that won't these machines overrun human beings? Can they get to a point where they become intelligent? AI and robots are not the same thing. When AI, people think AI and robotics are the same thing. When a robot gains intelligence, it can make decisions, it can learn. That's what called the training models. It takes information, trains itself, and then it can adapt, always taking feedback. So we did not get so smart to the point where they now start overrunning human being. That's where security also comes in. So in cybersecurity, you can't get out of job. It's dynamic. Okay, like if you come to programming, for instance, it will have HTML5, HTML1, HTML has developed at a time. And that's what to call the technologies for webs keep changing, but fundamentally, security will be needed. Security has come to stay. So you not get to a point in the future where they not say security will no longer be needed. There's also the advantage of working remotely. Okay, working remotely, automating your jobs, the kind of jobs you do, security jobs using scripts. And the good thing is that most of the scripts you need, they are on GT hubs. They are available for you. Even those that do DevOps will also tell you they are there. But you need that knowledge, because if you go and take a script you see online and just implement, you don't know there might be a backdoor that person has placed there. So you need to also edit it, work on it to suit what you want, what you want to achieve. The support system is huge and vast. There's virtually no help you need that is not available on the internet. People are there. There are groups, there are hubs, there are sites, there are the support system that are there. Okay, so it's ever dynamic. It's ever dynamic. It will always, move forward. You always be relevant. You always be relevant. There's nothing like you're going to lose your job tomorrow. You always be relevant. For me, I love cutting edge technologies. That's why I dived into cybersecurity. Before cybersecurity, I've been into system hardware. I've been into programming, even web development. Okay, I've done a lot of programming, NetBeans, Java itself, JavaScript, entered into networking, even database administration. Okay, RDBMS, relational database management system. I've been into that, and after checking all this, I was like, at the heart of all this is security. That's an answer. Okay, let me dive into cybersecurity. So you always be relevant.
Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you very
So
much.
that's it.
Thank you very much. So I think Mr. Gift is off again. I wanted him to, say some final words before we go. And I don't know if you have questions from the audience, because he's streaming live from his platform as well as we speak. So from right here now, I think what you help us do is to give us the final words. When he comes in, also give us his final words. Then we call it a wrap for today. So, what are your advice for whether someone that is already into tech, that is looking at going into transitioning into cybersecurity, or someone is just coming into tech and is looking at going into cybersecurity? I will first of all allow Mr. Gift, if he has something. I don't know if he has question to attend to from his own audience, and give us his final words. Mr. Gift, can you hear me? Hello, Mr. Gift. Are you with us?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Disturb me.
Okay. So
Can
I
you hear me?
want to know. Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Okay, no, nothing much. Mr. What's the Mr. Igra Kappa? I can hear you.
Mr. Is Engineer Akachi Okoro.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I think the network there. I call this Nigeria factor.
Hello, I can hear you.
Yes, you can continue. We can hear you.
Okay. Sorry. Engineer, sorry about that.
You needed it to give a closing remark.
Yes,
You needed to give a closing
yes.
remark.
And if you have any question from your end that you want to address.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I think the network there is very bad. Hello, Mr. Gift, can you hear us? Okay. So, sir, you can proceed. Can I ask you a question before? While
Okay.
we wait for Mr. Gift, ask a question before, like for someone already in tech, looking at transitioning into cybersecurity, what are your advice for that person? Then for someone coming into tech for the very first time and is looking at cybersecurity as the field that he wants to go into. So just want your final advice for such kind of people.
Okay. Okay. For someone transitioning from other aspect of tech, branch in tech into cybersecurity, I would say is a very, very good one. In fact, all the ideas, skills, and knowledge you have in that field will be highly needed in the cybersecurity space.
Okay.
And you will be happy with it because they are if you're a dynamic fellow, and I believe everybody in IT they are dynamic because you can't be dull and be in IT. So if you're a dynamic fellow, you get to a point in your field where you feel you are saturated. You're like, what's new? There's nothing really new. Even when they say something is new, when you dabble into it, it's quite that they are basically the same. You start searching like, what else do I need to, increase my capacity? Sometimes it might even be for fun. It might just start it like you just want to try it out. It will be good. Yeah, I will encourage you to come in because you will give it everything and you discover that it's very, very important. It's very, very interesting that you now understand how sublime the IT space is. Like I said, we are at a point of convergence where every aspect of IT are just coming together, where every aspect of IT is interwoven into the other. And you will learn new skills too because imagine like maybe say a DevOps, you might know networking at just the plethora level, at the sky level. Diving into cybersecurity will help you know some things deeper. And you discover that they're not as hard as the name used to sound. So somebody will not hear malware or OWASP 10 vulnerabilities. You're like, this name sounds somehow. But when you venture into it, it's got that they're not just as they're not like just like the name sounds. Okay, so for someone coming from other branch in IT,
Like
it be a good leap.
to face also.
You say?
We also like to know the challenges
I didn't get that.
challenges.
Yeah, it's one of the challenges we face, like we said, is whenever somebody is making a navigation into a new tech, there is always the time space you need to settle in. Within that time space frame you need to settle in, you need all the psychological and emotional strength you get because there are some things you will hear, they will just throw you off balance. It's normal, but just do that this is what you want and encourage yourself and tell yourself, if I were able to do this, maybe in web or in DevOps, I should be able to do this too. You just come with the mindset that whatever it takes, you give it. And once you have that mindset that whatever it takes, you give it. When I ventured into cybersecurity newly, there was a time I was reading for like 18 hours a day. 18 hours a day. I know not everybody might have that kind of strength, but I was ready to even I was sick in the hospital. I took my laptop with me to the hospital. I was taking drip. I made sure that within this time space, gave it everything needed. So just make up your mind to give it what it takes. Transitioning to a new technology, for example, I did telecommunication when we are navigating from Wi-Fi, normal Wi-Fi, and to pre-WiMAX and WiMAX. It wasn't easy. So, it also even within the same technology, when you are within the same IT, maybe in web design, new technologies come up. You want to learn that technology. It's not easy. You have to give yourself, bring out a time, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks to just concentrate and study what this platform or this technology has to offer so that you can flow with it. Because, for example, when I say you're a web developer, there are some jobs you look for, they'll tell you, we need someone that has experience in this particular kind of technology, in this kind of suit. So when you go online and see such a thing, nobody will tell you on your own, even as a web developer, to go and develop yourself in that area. Sometimes when you get there, you discover that the language is different, the syntax, they are different. So you will not be discouraged now. So there's always that time you need to settle in. Within that time, you need all the psychological strength and emotional strength. Sometimes you might need to spend your money, rob yourself of sleep. That's just, but it is worth it. It is worth it. Okay. So
for a newbie, for a person that is just coming into tech. Hello, can you still hear me? Hello, can you still hear me?
hello, can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Hello. Okay. So I've
Can you
been
hear me
into
now? I
IT
can hear you.
training. I've been able to train some. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Okay. So
Yes.
I've been affiliated to Cisco Academy for years now, for more than 12 years. And one of the program I did was going to, even before they started this Said program. In fact, I would say that the company I worked with was the one of the brain of starting this Said program. We'll go to the NYC camp and then we'll start training people in IT. You see somebody that studied geography that want to transition into IT. Maybe you want to start with networking or web design, and the fear will be like, how will I cope? Will I be able to cope? And I'll tell the person, if you could go to school for 4 years or 5 years and study the course you studied and graduated and came for service, then there is no course you cannot undertake. Do you know one of the baffling facts? Most people that are gurus in IT never had anything to do with IT their first degree. Mr. Gift now is like the fourth person I'm seeing that studied microbiology and that is doing very, very well in the IT space. I met a guy that is into cybersecurity. What he studied is microbiology. I met there's somebody in Orena that is running a full tech hub and is good in virtually every aspect of IT. What he studied is microbiology. So you can see the correlation. So far you can read and you can write, you can venture into any IT space. Once you can read and you can write, you can venture into any IT space. Just know that it will not be easy. Yes, it will not be pressure coming into cybersecurity. Like we said, you must be willing to be patient. Don't, start well. Lay the good foundation. The good foundation is learn computer networking. If possible, hardware, computer networking, very, very important. Understand system architecture. When you study OS, operating system, you understand how, systems are developed. When you have Core i3, Core i this, Pentium that, you understand how all those things work and how they affect the IT space. So be willing to pay the price. Hello. 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 Oh, so okay. Hello. Oh man, like everybody has left.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello,
Yes.
hear me? Sorry, I had a little network glitches.
Okay.
So
Okay.
live, we're still live. Yes. So you were talking about for those that are, yeah. So I think we'll
So
wrap
for
up.
those coming in,
Sorry.
they are freshers.
Yeah.
Okay. So for those that are
Fresh.
coming in fresh, like I said, once you can read and you can write, you can venture into any IT field. But the way you venture into it now matters. That's why I say you must lay that foundation of at least understanding basic networking, and then your operating system. Very, very important. As you go on, you can now still learn the skill of programming, basic Python. But for a start, you need basic networking. Okay. So
Okay.
that's important. And once you can get that cleared, you can venture into it. There's nothing there. It doesn't, what you are studying in school doesn't matter. And that is why today, even in Google, in all these, in Microsoft and Amazon, when they employ you, your first degree really doesn't matter. They need, do you have this skill? Do you have this? Can you work with this too? That's what matters. If you're doing data science, the data analytics, okay, where is your dashboard? What work have you done? So those are the things that are important, because they know that what studying in school and pursuing a career are two different things. And building a career is with what you have done. So if you want to come into cybersecurity, you are welcome. I promise you can make it once you are ready to do the right thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I think this last thing you said will be part of our last weekend, which is next weekend, because we'll be having someone from HR, that is Human Resource Department of a company, to come
Okay.
speak to us about the employability and the factors, the things that they look at when they are trying to do this recruitment process. So if you are with us on this live, you simply do well to join us next week also, because we still have more coming your way next week. And thank you very, very much, Engineer Okoro Akachi, for talking to us. It's a privilege to have us this evening. And also, I want to thank Mr. Gift Edegware for also, coming to this live show and giving us his time also for the knowledge he shared with us. Okay, this is Programmer City. I myself, my name is Brotubo Destiny. I'm the CEO of Programmer City, and if you want to learn any of these tech skills, you can simply contact us through our page, our Facebook page, our YouTube page, all our social media platforms. Okay, you can contact us for any of these skills, and we'll direct you on how to go about them. If you are in Port Harcourt, you can join our partners, Light Resorts in Port Harcourt. They are in Olu Junction in Port Harcourt, East West Road. You can join them. And if you are in Lagos, you can join Gsoft Interactive, which is the person that has been speaking to us, is in Lagos. And if you want to learn any of these skills also, you can join him. Okay, like I said before, now if you're interested in cybersecurity, Mr. Akashi Okoro here is our partner at Programmer City, and to help us, he will help us, give you more things that you need to know about cybersecurity. So if you are a tech person already ready to migrate, or you are a newbie, you want to know more about cybersecurity, kindly contact us at Programmer City, and you will get more information. Then if you have any questions so far, no question has been posted for today so far, but if you have any question, maybe you're not watching this video live, maybe you'll be watching it later after now, and you have any question, you can still put those questions in the comment section, and we'll attend to them also. Thank you very much once again, sir.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night, sir. Okay, so don't forget, if you're still watching, don't forget next week, same time, 7 p.m., Saturdays and Sundays, we're also going to give you more and more information about other tech fields that you can go into in 2025. Until then, I'll see you.